Welcome to Bentonville Bike Fest, where the bikes are fast, the crowds are huge and the energy is off the charts. From world-class riding and epic competitions to the latest gear and an unbeatable festival atmosphere, this is one of the biggest celebrations of cycling in the USA.
And there goes the boy.
As similar as these two jumps are, they are different.
I love watching everyone do like the cool tricks and everything, and I just feel like it's such a great time.
Whoa! From world-class competitions like the UCI Trials Finals and the Red Bull Double Down event, where BMX and mountain bikers push the limits of freestyle progression, to exciting trials competitions showcasing the best riders on the planet. Beyond the action, the festival offers something for everyone, with bike demos, activities and attractions for riders of all ages, making it a true celebration for the entire cycling community.
I'll accept it. But I love it.
Good.
But the feeling is...
Oh! Smoked them!
Good?
Put your hands together for our elite riders today.
One of Saturday's biggest highlights was the UCI C1 Trials Finals. The men's final brought together an impressive lineup of riders, with the start order based on the qualifying results. Representing Spain were Dani Cegarra, Alejandro Montalvo and Eloi Palau, joined by Slovakia's Samuel Hlavaty, Finland's Nillo Stenvall and the USA's Sean Farrar, all ready to battle for the top spot. Here's Sean Farrar taking on the fifth and final section of the Bentonville course. Every section presents a unique set of obstacles, with section 5 resembling a giant stack of Lincoln logs. Trials riders are a very special breed of athlete. They combine incredible strength, precision, balance, explosive power, patience and razor-sharp bike control. It's one of the most technically demanding disciplines in cycling and an amazing spectacle to watch. The objective is simple in theory, but incredibly difficult in practice. You have to clear every obstacle without putting a foot down.
Come on, Sean, you got this, Sean. Come on, Bentonville, Arkansas. Sean needs you right now. You got this.
And critically, without touching the pedals on the obstacles, the riders have just 2 minutes to pass through all 6 gates in each section without making any mistakes.
1 minute and 9 seconds in. Total of 2 minutes. Racing against the clock and the heat. Here he goes from the track stand.
Farrar completing gate 1 here, earning 10 out of a possible 60 points on section 5.
Gate number 1, the levitator.
Next, we join Samuel Hlavaty at section 1, known as one of the smoothest riders in the field. Samuel's even earned the nickname Samuel Levitated for his effortless style and control on the bike. The real point of difference with Hlavaty is that he rides a 20-inch bike, and that refers to the diameter of his wheels. The smaller wheels offer increased manoeuvrability and so are a little more precise. They're also lighter, but the larger 26-inch wheels provide more stability and help riders roll over bigger obstacles with greater ease. Okay, now you can see on the obstacles in front of Samuel here a set of yellow flags. They mark the gates that the riders are aiming for. To successfully complete a section, both front and rear axles must pass through the gates.
Doing what he does right now.
With only the tyres allowed to make contact. Struggling with this one.
Trying to get through gate number 3A. Put your hands together for Dan Hlavaty.
Every single movement has to be calculated with absolute precision. Hlavaty getting it done at his third attempt, completing the section and securing 30 points, with 48 seconds still remaining on the clock. Riders have to complete the entire section within the 2-minute time limit, so every second counts. Alongside that precision and control, you've got to have speed if you want to make it through all of the gates before the clock runs out. Again, incredible manoeuvres here. Big obstacle here. Hlavaty's got to be extremely careful. Toes just millimetres from touching, but he shifts his weight, flips it onto the back wheel, and he makes it through. Hlavaty completes 4 gates in section 1, earning 40 points. So Hlavaty, little shake of the head there from him, but section 1 done. Plenty of work still to go. Now the first of our Spanish contenders, Eloi Palau, in section 3 here.
A big hook move up to 2A.
He's using that hook of the front wheel to help him up on top there. Beautiful work.
2B, cruising down.
Sticks that landing perfectly.
20 points.
Just hopping across here. Fantastic precision from the Spaniard. Palau, like Hlavaty, on that 20-inch bike. Takes a moment to gather himself. He's looking at the third gate here.
Get the gate, you can't put your foot down, and Eloi Palau achieving just that right now.
And he's through there. Beautiful work. 2022 world champion, looking composed here.
Racing against the clock as well.
So halfway through the section, he's got 30 points locked. Difficult transition here though, coming up. He's got a rock between the back wheel and the front wheel. Oh, so close. This one tests riders' timing and balance to the limit.
Put your hands together for Eloi Palau. Right to the front wheel, then to the back wheel. Drop it down the
Oh, look at that. Great work from Eloi Palau. He's not hanging around now.
33 in, 5B and down.
5 gates done, just 20 seconds remaining on the clock. He's got to hold his composure here. The pressure is mounting.
Number 3, up to our mobile 1. Our mobile 1 section.
And a perfect section 3 from Palau. Competition now moves on to the reigning junior UCI world champion Dani Cegarra at section 4. Cegarra taking a different approach, riding that larger 26-inch wheel bike. Not as manoeuvrable as Hlavaty and Palau's, but he's got a different approach. You can see he's got a bit more control, a bit more balance on those bigger wheels. He's making it work for him at the moment. Very, very smooth through that section. And the point's starting to crank up now for Dani Cegarra through the first 2 sections. You can see the judge tracking him carefully here. So facing section 3, straight up onto the back wheel there.
With no ramp, no kicker.
Just using that low gear. Coming up on the halfway point as he enters section 4. Incredible control. Cegarra looking pretty comfortable. Just rolling himself back behind the ramp there, casual reversing on a bike. So savvy though as a competitor as well. Rather than wasting time on the landing ramp, he's set himself up perfectly here for section 4.
Never thought we would see riding like this.
Perfectly through that. You can see the points down at the bottom. 40 points stacked up. And once again, Cegarra making it look impossibly easy. This is outrageous. Now, gate 6. It's running out of time. Oh, he just couldn't get the traction he wanted. He calls it there, but 50 points, very respectable for Cegarra. Now it's the turn of the Finnish national champ, Nillo Stenvall. He's taking on section 2. Once again, the yellow flags marking the gates that the riders are aiming to complete. Nillo.
Oh, what a save.
Oh, couldn't quite get through that one. Another attempt. Straight off the front, onto the back wheel. Another 10 points there. So 20 points up after 2 sections.
These gates are divided up into 2 different parts. 1A, 2A.
2 parts here to section 3. Up onto that log, down again. Beautiful work from Nillo Stenvall.
30 points.
So 3 sections down, and he's got plenty of time here left for the final 3 sections. Incredible strength there, getting up onto that log. So 4 sections, and he's not even halfway through. The Finn looking very, very tidy here in section 2.
Unbelievable power.
Oh, the explosion there. Off that first feature onto the second. Now, settling himself, just taking a moment. He's got plenty of time here. Still 45 seconds. Look at the size of this. Gets the hook there with the front wheel, straight onto the back wheel. Absolute monster of a section 2 here for Nillo Stenvall. Comes up. His barriers. Gate 5. Front wheel, back wheel. Skips down. So light on the bike. So 50 points. He's got 20 seconds left. He just comes off the side of that. Opts to finish section 2 there with 50 points. Next up, reigning world champion Alejandro Montalvo taking on section 5. Montalvo starting very, very confidently. Defending champion in trials at the Bentonville Bike Fest. He knows this track like the back of his hand. Look at him. He's manoeuvring the bike there. Great save on that gate. Put that mistake behind him where he fell back into that hook on the front wheel. 2 gates done. So he's got to line this up. Big skip there. Front wheel, back wheel. Precision in motion there from Alejandro Montalvo. Now the Spaniard in the rainbow jersey. Can hear the old warplanes putting on a show above the bike fest. Here on the ground though, Montalvo getting some pace for gate 4. Cruises up there. Multiple sections through this gate. He's made short work of that. Gate 4 puts him on 40 points with 40 seconds left. Approaches gate 5 of 6. Balancing the bike there, making sure that he's settled before he takes on this, the final gate. Look at that, absolutely magical. It's a clean 60 points for Alejandro Montalvo. And combined with his other sections, he has 280 out of a possible 300. A dominant display from the world champion, showcasing the precision, power and control that have made him one of the best in the sport.
During the event, everything's been perfect. It's always like after the event when it rains, but last night was a big rain. We have 400 volunteers here, 35 staff, and we make it happen. It's gonna be ready for the guys to jump and to do their thing.
Now there's a brand new challenge making its debut at Bentonville, and it brings teams of mountain bikers and BMXers together in a unique test of speed and skill. This is the first ever Red Bull Double Down competition. The idea is that you take BMX and mountain bike and put them in one unique slopestyle competition. 9 teams of 2 riders going head to head, pairing one BMXer with a mountain bike athlete. The challenge is on. These elite riders aren't just competing individually, they're working together as a unit. And each team is judged on their synchronization, how well they ride together, and of course, their biggest and best tricks. Let's check in with the youngest competitors in the field, Marshall Gehrke and 11-year-old Wes Lukens. They were late additions to the competition, but despite joining at the last minute, they're ready to step up. Heel clicker flip from Lukens, and then Marshall Gehrke with the double flip. Look at him, he's just rolled over on that one. Take a look at the replay. Closest to the camera, the double from Gehrke, and that beautiful heel clicker flip from Lukens.
Just trying to have fun with my riding, practice a lot as hard as I can.
Next up, Maximus Wielopolski teams up with Daniel Sandoval as they drop in from the 34-foot high ramp. Sandoval, absolute legend in the sport of BMX. Got two huge dirt jumps here. You'll notice the mountain bike jump a little bit longer and flatter, the BMX jump shorter and steeper takeoff, dropping in together. Both riders going epic lawn dart flips. Talk about synchronization. That was very, very special. Wielopolski, look at him, and Sandoval. Face says it all. Here we go. Look at Sandoval here. Beautiful work from both riders. Sandoval put that down immaculately.
That's not the leader, but I'll take it.
Thank you.
Now it's the turn of Jake Atkinson from the UK and his teammate Diego Solans of Spain. The duo ready to take on the course. Looking to harness that style, creativity, and of course, the teamwork. Solans into that full extension Superman backflip. And it looked like the cash roll 720 there from Jake Atkinson. Solans hyping up the crowd. Let's take another look at this. You can see the cash roll in the background from Jake Atkinson, but full extension on that Superman backflip. You can see Atkinson mouthing here, did it come out, about Solans' shoulder. Now, Swiss rider Lucas Huppert is dropping in with teammate Bryce Tryon. The pair come flying down the ramp. Beautiful 720s from both riders. That is no mean feat on a slopestyle mountain bike. Bigger wheels, you've got to really throw those. You can see what it means to Lucas Huppert. So both of them corking those 720s, meeting perfectly at the apex of the jump. Huppert soaking up the crowd's adoration. Big, big score, 86 points for Tryon and Huppert.
Team Australia is back in the lineup. I know people that drove hours starting to heat up.
Now, out of America, it's time for Andrew Topa and Christian Arehart.
Number 3 qualifiers, both of these guys, incredible bicycle riders. California's Andrew Topa.
No shortage of hype coming in here. They're dropping in together. It's going to take something big. And there it is. I should say there they are. 2 cash roll whips. Unbelievably technical trick and performed in perfect synchronicity. Topa and Arehart celebrating this one as they deserve to do. A phenomenal achievement. Look at this. So, gets that first 360 with the whip. Unbelievable axis on that spin.
We go best trick, and it's going to be an amazing rest of the event. Let's go.
And we're seeing that magic unfold right here as we get ready.
Now it's the turn of Gabriel Chaves, who's teaming up with Chaves Zimmermann. Zimmermann, another young rider making a name for himself on the scene. They both know it's going to take something big here. Double flip combinations. The can on the first flip there. We're just stepping up every single pairing, pushing harder and harder here. Take a look at this. Keep an eye on the right leg. It steps through the frame on that first flip. So technical, so risky, so easy to get caught up.
We've been trying a lot to synchronize. We took a couple of mistakes yesterday with the coordination, so we got it done today, so we're relieved.
Number 4 for Team Australia.
Huge score of 96 for Chaves and Zimmermann. Now take a look at this. Up on top of the tower of the Australian team, we've got our Willie, aka Ryan Williams, one of the biggest names in action sports. He can ride almost anything, but he's on the mountain bike this time with fellow countryman Jay Toohey. And they've gone double flips in opposite directions, a double front for our Willie. And look at this. That is proof, if you need it, that he's got yet another world first to his name. Our Willie going for the double front flip, the first ever on a slopestyle mountain bike. Dips the head. Look at that, looks like he's been doing it all his life. Lands deep as well. The judges have very little room for manoeuvre here now, but they've given them a 97.
I dedicate that one to my mate Oliver Tree, just passed away this morning. Life's short, hug your friends and family. But I got it done for him. I could feel him. Man, I've never done a double front flip on a mountain bike to dirt. But we got it done here in Bentonville for Oliver Tree, for you all. Thanks so much. I'll see you next year.
With the unenviable task of following Toohey and our Willie, it's now Brady Baker and Nicholi Rogatkin, first place qualifiers. If anyone can beat the Australians, it's these two. So dropping in together, perfect angle of this. And they've both gone for the cash roll. Looked like a whip with a combo for Brady Baker, closest to the camera. Rogatkin looked like he went 1080, the tornado. Take another look at it. So off axis, 360, 720, 1080. And there's the 720 from Brady Baker. Scores are in, a 97. Baker and Rogatkin will take the win.
With Nicholi, he's been someone I've been looking up to my entire life. He does such the sickest tricks, and to be able on a team with him and get to throw down and get it dubbed, unreal. Stoked on the day.
Brady is absolutely insane. The whole crew of riders pushed it so hard today. Brady and I were like strategizing before, deciding which tricks we had to do, and we kind of had to do our hardest stuff out there because the scores were huge. So what an unreal vibe today. Thanks to everyone for watching, and see you next time. Hell yeah, Bentonville!
Let's take a look at the final standings. Less than a point and a half separating the top three. It really couldn't have been closer here. Every team pushing their limits and throwing down some quite breathtaking tricks. The Red Bull Double Down debut here at the Bentonville Bike Fest couldn't have been more popular. And it's proof, if you need it, that the limits of action sports are constantly being pushed here in Arkansas. Another statement of just how progressive this festival really is.
Of Arkansas, possibly the world, actually is the world.
Well, the competition may be over, but the energy continues. The riders are still hanging out, signing autographs and sharing a moment with the fans, because at the end of the day, that is what this is all about. Celebrating the sport, the community and the passion that brings everyone together. The festival drew another 15,000 fans from over 14 countries and 40 states.
And it was fantastic. Thursday we kicked off the e-mobility day. Then we went straight into Friday. The festival opened. We had a massive attendance for Friday. We went to the bike park. We had the Bosch Hill Climb Challenge. Then on Saturday we had, I think, the busiest day ever. We had the craziest tricks ever performed in the qualifier for the Red Bull Double Down event. We had cross-country races, gravel races, kids events. Peppa Pig was here. I think it's the best edition ever, especially because of adding the Red Bull event. We want to inspire kids. We want to inspire the next generation of our sport. And we want to just, see, do, and celebrate. That's what we do.
There really is nothing quite like the Bentonville Bike Fest, and it delivered an incredible weekend full of world-class riding, some unforgettable moments, and a celebration of everything that makes the bike community special. Let's take one more look at the highlights from the 2026 Bentonville Bike Fest.